There are moments in life when everything seems quiet on the surface, yet something powerful is changing behind the scenes. You may not see it today. You may not hear it tomorrow. But growth often begins in silence, and the most meaningful connections are shaped long before they become visible. If you've ever felt that your heart has been preparing for something greater, this message is an invitation to keep believing in the person you are becoming. Imagine that somewhere, someone has been carrying thoughts they have never been brave enough to express. Not because they wanted to hide them forever, but because fear, uncertainty, and timing have kept them silent. Whether that person becomes an important part of your future or simply represents the kind of honesty you deserve, the lesson remains the same. Truth cannot stay hidden forever. Genuine feelings eventually seek the light, and authentic hearts always find the courage to speak. But before anyone else can reveal what has been in their heart, ask yourself an important question. Have you been honest with yourself? Have you admitted what you truly want from life? Too many people wait for someone else to change everything while ignoring the changes they need to make within themselves. The strongest relationships begin with a strong individual. If you are becoming wiser, kinder, and more confident every day, you are already moving toward the future you deserve. Life has an interesting way of preparing us. Sometimes it places distance between us and what we desire, not as a punishment, but as protection. There are lessons that can only be learned through patience. There is strength that only grows through waiting. And there is confidence that only appears after we stop chasing validation from others and begin appreciating our own worth. Think about how much you've already overcome. Every disappointment taught you resilience. Every goodbye taught you self-respect. Every challenge reminded you that your story is still being written. Those difficult moments were never meant to define your future. They were simply chapters leading you toward greater wisdom. Never underestimate how much your past has prepared you for your next season. Sometimes people remain silent because they are still fighting battles you cannot see. They may be learning how to heal old wounds, overcome fear, or become the version of themselves they were always meant to be. This is why patience matters. Growth is rarely loud. Real transformation often happens quietly, one decision at a time. Instead of worrying about what another person may or may not say, focus on becoming someone whose peace does not depend on another person's choices. Confidence grows when you stop waiting for permission to live your best life. Wake up with purpose. Take care of your health. Learn new skills. Chase meaningful goals. Build a life that makes you proud, regardless of who walks into it. The beautiful thing about confidence is that it attracts honesty. When you value yourself, you naturally create space for genuine people to enter your life. You stop accepting confusion as love. You stop mistaking inconsistency for affection. You begin recognizing the difference between temporary attention and lasting respect. That awareness changes everything. Your future is not built by worrying about yesterday. It is built by what you choose today. Every positive habit, every encouraging thought, and every act of courage becomes another brick in the foundation of your future. Even when progress feels slow, remember that mountains are climbed one step at a time. There will always be voices telling you that you're too late, too different, or not enough. Ignore them. Those voices grow louder only when you're getting closer to becoming your true self. Great dreams have always required people who refuse to listen to fear. Be one of those people. Never compare your journey with someone else's. Comparison steals joy and distracts you from your own purpose. Someone else's timeline has nothing to do with yours. The opportunities meant for you will arrive when you are prepared to recognize them. Trust your own path, even if it looks different from everyone else's. Every sunrise is another reminder that life believes in fresh starts. Yesterday's mistakes do not have to become tomorrow's identity. You have permission to begin again. You have permission to forgive yourself. You have permission to dream bigger than your past. One of the greatest secrets to happiness is learning to become emotionally free. Stop carrying the weight of people who never appreciated your value. Stop replaying conversations that no longer matter. Stop giving energy to situations that only drain your spirit. Your future deserves your focus far more than your past deserves your attention. There is incredible strength in becoming comfortable with uncertainty. You don't need every answer today. You don't need to know every detail about tomorrow. Faith in yourself means taking the next step even when the entire staircase isn't visible. That is how every meaningful journey begins. Imagine looking back 1 year from now and realizing that everything changed because you refused to give up. Imagine becoming the person you once wished you could be. That future is created by today's decisions, not tomorrow's excuses. Success, peace, confidence, and meaningful relationships all begin with consistent action. If someone important eventually shares feelings they once kept hidden, let that moment be a beautiful addition to your life, not the foundation of your happiness. Your happiness should already exist within you. Healthy relationships are strongest when two complete individuals choose to grow together instead of expecting each other to fill empty spaces. Keep believing in your potential even when nobody else notices your progress. Seeds grow underground long before anyone sees the first leaf. Your efforts may feel invisible today, but that doesn't mean they are meaningless. Every positive choice is preparing you for opportunities you cannot yet imagine. Don't be afraid to become different from the person you were last year. Growth requires change. Change requires courage. Courage requires action. Every day offers another chance to become more disciplined, more compassionate, and more confident than you were yesterday. Choose kindness even when the world feels harsh. Choose gratitude even when life feels imperfect. Choose hope even when the road seems uncertain. These choices shape your character, and character shapes your destiny far more than temporary circumstances ever could. As you continue moving forward, remember that the greatest message you can receive isn't necessarily from another person. It's the message you give yourself every morning when you decide that your dreams are worth pursuing, your heart is worth protecting, and your future is worth believing in. Stand tall. Keep your faith in better days alive. Continue becoming someone who inspires others simply through the way you live. Whether tomorrow brings unexpected conversations, meaningful opportunities, or new beginnings, meet them with confidence instead of fear. Your story is still unfolding. Your best chapters are still waiting to be written. And every step you take with courage brings you closer to the life you've been working so hard to create. Stay patient, stay hopeful, keep growing, and never stop believing that the brightest part of your journey may still be ahead. Continue walking with purpose, even when the path seems quiet. Every day you choose growth over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, and hope over doubt. You become stronger than yesterday. The future belongs to those who refuse to quit when life becomes uncertain. Keep your heart open, your mind focused, and your actions aligned with the person you want to become. Trust that every lesson, every challenge, and every small victory is shaping a life filled with greater meaning. No matter what tomorrow brings, let your confidence come from within, because the greatest transformation begins the moment you truly believe in your own limitless potential.